What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another Platinum Trophy video for you guys. Today I'm going to be getting the Platinum Trophy in Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 4. Now, the last trophy that I do have to get is Solid Gold Baby, which is to earn any 70 gold medals on missions, strangers, and freaks. For doing these gold medals, it is actually pretty simple because you don't have to complete all the objectives within one run. You can split it up into multiple different runs to do like one objective and then another one, so it makes it a little bit easier, and you can pick and choose because there's way more than 70. If you guys are having any issues with any other trophies, be sure to check the link down in the description below to the Grand Theft Auto 5 playlist. There's various trophy guides, collectible guides, and things like that. If you guys do go on to enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts on the game down in the comments below, and consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification to stay up to date on all of my new trophy content. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's get right into this video. I do live stream myself getting my platinum trophies in various other games over on Twitch, so if you want to follow me, there's a link for that down in the description below. Another thing about this game, or this video I would say compared to other ones, is it is going to be cut up a little bit because as you are going for these gold missions, you have to load into a mission, obviously, to play it, but then the downside of that is you have to then load back into the single player, and it's basically the same exact load time as if you were like booting the game up from the start. So it takes like a few minutes to get even back into the single player itself, which is a little bit annoying. I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't know why there can't be like some bridge in between. Like it's like you're booting the game up every single time. It's very, very annoying. It honestly probably takes you more time to load than to actually do the missions when it comes down to it. Now, that's if you're playing on the PlayStation 4. I am playing this on the PlayStation 4, not on a PlayStation 5. So that does have a little bit of a downfall with that. But other than that, playing through and getting all of these done was pretty fun. I did get this platinum on the PlayStation 3 back in the day, so I am pretty knowledgeable of like what missions to do and everything like that. So doing this wasn't super difficult, and I wasn't like sitting here and like sweating to try to get certain golds. Like I was getting golds very easily, and I actually accidentally got the last gold. I didn't even know it was the one that I needed, so that was pretty cool as well. As for everything else in the game, it is a lot of fun. I did enjoy going back to play this game again. So I had transferred characters over from the PlayStation 3 to play the online. I had not been like level 100 or anything like that, so I got all that done on the PlayStation 4. Obviously, the DLCs and everything came out, and recently I had played through and done all of the DLCs and gotten all of those DLC trophies done. So I was like, well, I might as well just finish this up and get it done. And playing back through, I did really, really enjoy the game. There are a few things that I wasn't a fan of. I didn't mind doing all the collectibles and doing all of the, random things throughout the game. I really enjoyed making, new trophy guides and collectible guides and things like that, which are linked down in the description below over on Trophy Owners Gaming. But I will say the one thing about the game that I was just like meh about is just the overall, like, I don't want to say storytelling, but just like the way that the main characters act sometimes. And I know it seems a little cliche, but I just feel like they don't feel natural. They don't feel natural. Like the way that they act and the way that they talk to each other and everything, it just doesn't feel natural. Now, I played this game on the PS3 back when it came out in 2013. I was much younger at the time. I thought things were funny and all of that. And as I've gotten older and I've played back through the game, I'm just like, this is not how people talk to each other in the normal world. 1 second someone's treating someone like absolute dog shit, and then, the next second they're best friends. And then, Trevor goes on this whole rampage or whatever because, he figures stuff out. It's like he's super emotional. It's like, I don't understand it. I really don't understand. Maybe that's just me as a person, but like that is one thing about the game that I look at it and I'm just like, no. There's something like off with this. And it is weird because Grand Theft Auto 4 had such a grounded and like realistic story, and the characters were super realistic, and then getting into this game, it seemed like it was just like unrealistic and trying to be like funny almost, but it didn't feel realistic. But let me stop complaining. Getting into everything else in the game, very, very fun. Strangers and freaks are hilarious. Love that part of the game. And like I said, doing all the collectibles and everything, it may be a lot, and it definitely is a lot. And for a lot of people, I'm sure they're not going to enjoy it, but just do a little bit of a time. You don't need to do them back to back to back. You know what I mean? Like do one collectible, give it a little bit of time, do another collectible, give it a little bit of time. And then as for anything else in the game, I mean, there's nothing that's really difficult, right? The 100%, you don't have to do absolutely everything in the game. You only have to do certain things. This solid gold, baby, like I said, is kind of easy because see those objectives right there? You don't have to do all of those in one run. You can split it up if you want to, which is great. So here we are. This is the last mission that we have to get gold on. For some reason, I didn't get gold on this when I played through originally. It's basically to buy 3 different color outfits and do it in a certain amount of time. And it takes like 2 seconds. So I don't know what I was thinking when I did that on my first playthrough. But yeah, that is a gold medal right there, which is phenomenal. I like that. I like that. But like I said, really enjoyed playing back through this game, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So here we go. This is going to get us solid gold, baby, which I wasn't even aware that I was going to get, which will then follow up and get us the Platinum Trophy Los Santos Legend. Very, very happy to get this done now on the PlayStation 4. But anyway, with all of that being said, let's take a look at this list. So here it is, 100% with a platinum. I did do all the DLC, and that Doomsday Heist was something else. But I actually did, in a weird way, really enjoy it. But as you're looking through the list here, you're going to see that there are trophies for doing certain sort of missions, getting 100% coming up. And then you're going to have the solid gold for doing 70 missions. And then there's various other things like exploring the map, purchasing things, doing gold medals in certain pastimes, doing a bunch of collectibles. And then at the bottom, there's a bunch of online stuff, which I can't really talk about the current state of GTA Online. I don't know how easy it is to, you know, reach level 100 and do all of that stuff. But from when I remember doing it back in launch and a few years after that, none of it was really that difficult, and I'm sure there's ways to get to level 100 like very fast now with like all different missions and stuff like that, and definitely more ways to make money and stuff like that, but I don't remember anything being super difficult when it comes to the online. Now, when you're talking about the DLC in the online, that's a whole different story, which I'm not going to talk about in detail with this video, but that's a whole different story. Anyway, here's a trophy profile. Trophy level 594, 5%. I've got 15,153 total trophies. Got 10,108 bronze, 3,406 silver, 1,387 gold with 252 platinums. And like I said, 15,153 total trophies if you're into that numbers kind of stuff. And then here's the Platinum Trophy itself, again, just called Los Santos Legend. So like I said, I did this back on the PS3. I enjoyed it then. I did it again now. I enjoyed it again now. Like I said, with my few complaints of how the characters are in the single player, other than that, I really enjoy this game. I wouldn't say it's like top tier 10 out of 10, but it's a really good game. Now, briefly touching on the DLCs for the base heist DLCs, those are pretty easy. The Doomsday Heist DLC was interesting. That will probably take you around 50 to 60 hours, maybe even more than that in order to get that done, because you have to play through a total of at least 3 times. If you're lucky, 4 times if you're going to be doing, actually, is it 4? No, it might be 5 times. Well, I guess you can technically do it 4 times if you do combine stuff together. But anyway, let's talk about some numbers here. So, difficulty out of 10 in order to get this platinum. I'm going to give this like a 6 to 7 out of, we'll go 7 out of 10. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 just because you do have to do those solid gold or those gold medals. I keep saying solid gold. I mean, I guess they are solid gold, but you do have to do those gold medal challenges for certain missions. So that is going to require you to look and kind of figure out what you need to do. But like I said, it's not super difficult because you can do 1 at a time. You don't have to do all of them in one run. So that does make it a little bit easier. Other than that, there's really nothing too difficult in the game. I would say the only thing that's kind of difficult when it comes down to it is you do have to be good at flying because you do have to do the under the bridge and the knife flight challenges, and you do have to get kind of lucky with the stunt jumps. Those 2 things within the game itself are really the only things that are super difficult when it comes to the platinum. So I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. Time it takes to get the platinum, I don't really know, accounting for the online, because like I said, I did transfer a character from the PlayStation 3. From what I remember from my single-player account, I believe I was at around 80 to 90 hours in order to get the platinum or the 100% in the single-player and all of those trophies. So if you're factoring in what it would take for the multiplayer, you're probably talking around maybe another 50 hours to get to level 100. Again, I'm not sure with the current state of GTA Online and fast leveling and stuff, but I would say you're probably looking at around 150 hours in order to get this platinum. When it comes to the 100%, you're talking another probably 100 hours to get that done. So probably more like 250 hours for the 100%. So 7 out of 10, 150 hours. Really enjoyed it. Like I said, if you guys are having issues with any trophies, collectibles, anything like that, be sure to check the playlist down in the description below. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts on the game down in the comments below, and consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you all around sometime soon.